Did you know that one of the most iconic Filipino pastries, the ensaymada, isn't originally from the Philippines? Yung malambot, buttery at cheesy na ensaymada na nakikita natin sa lahat ng panaderya ay nanggaling sa napakalayong lugar. At siguro mahulaan mo na nanggaling ito sa Espanya. But how did it get to the Philippines? And how did Filipinos make it their own? Nung maliit pa ako, akala ko Goldilocks ang nag-imbento ng ensaymada kasi ito yung pinakasikat na gumagawa nito noon. But to fully understand the ensaymada, we first need to go to Mallorca in Spain. Ang isa pang sikat na nanggaling sa Mallorca ay si Rafa Nadal, ang tennis legend. Dahil mahilig tayong maghanap ng connection sa Pilipinas, si Rafa Nadal ay nagtayo ng isang academy kung saan nagtitraining si Alex Ayala, the highest-ranked Philippine tennis player in history. Ngayon, balik na tayo sa pagkain. Sa Mallorca nagsimula ang paggawa ng ensaymada with the earliest references to the pastry being made in the 17th century. The ensaymada is a spiral coiled bread made with flour, eggs, sugar, and traditionally pork lard o taba ng baboy. In fact, the word ensaymada comes from the Catalan word saim, which means lard. Hinahanda ang ensaymada sa festivals at special occasions kasi originally ito ay hindi pang araw-araw na tinapay, it was something special. Later on, naging popular ito sa local bakeries over the following centuries. Now, here's where things get interesting. For over 300 years, the Philippines was a colony of Spain, and with colonization came not just religion and the language, but also food culture. So, dinala ng mga Espanyol ang mga bread and pastries tulad ng Brazo de Mercedes and yes, the ensaymada. So, bumiyahe ito mula sa island of Mallorca over oceans until finally dumating ito sa mga kusina ng mga Pilipino. Pero hindi lang kinopya ng mga Pilipino ang recipe na ito. They reinvented it and made it their own. The original Spanish version used pork lard, but in the Philippines, it became a buttery brioche. Then came the most iconic twist. Nagkaroon ito ng cheese topping. Yes, that salty and sweet combination is uniquely Filipino. Yung original ensaymada kasi meron lang siyang powdered sugar. So, dinagdagan ito ng mga Pilipino ng butter and queso de bola or Edam cheese. Edam hindi Eden. Although, masarap din yung Eden cheese. And just like that, ensaymada with an I became ensaymada with a Y. Over time, different regions made their own versions of the pastry. In Pampanga, ensaymada became richer, lighter, and more indulgent, often layered with butter and cheese. Sa mga local panaderya naman, nagkaroon ng affordable everyday versions na nilalagyan ng margarine at sugar. Tapos meron din namang mas exotic na nilagyan na to ng salted egg or itlog na maalat, caramel, nagkaroon din ng merong ube, at minsan nilagyan din ng cream cheese. Kahit yung hugis ng ensaymada ay nag-evolve din. From the original spiral in Mallorca, minsan naging round bun na lang ito. Mas madali kasi ito para i-mass produce under tropical conditions. Today, ensaymada can be found everywhere, sa mga bakery, sa mga mall, sa mga salo-salo ng pamilya. But it is particularly popular during the Christmas season kasi dito kinakain nito kasabay ng hot chocolate made from tablea. So it's now become more than just bread. It's become comfort food, it's become nostalgia, and it's now a symbol of Philippine creativity. The story of ensaymada is bigger than just food. It reflects colonization, cultural exchange, and adaptation. Sa Spain ang galing ang original recipe but Filipinos gave it a new identity. From a lard-based pastry in Europe, it eventually became a soft, buttery, cheesy staple in the Philippines. So sa susunod na pagkain mo ng ensaymada, tandaan mo na you are not just eating bread. You are tasting Spanish history, Filipino innovation, and centuries of shared culture. If you love Filipino food and history, ano ang opinion mo? Cheese or no cheese sa ensaymada? Isulat mo ang opinion mo sa comment section sa baba.